Road to Rock, long episode. Song of the day, Stargazers by Nightwish. Year, 1998. Genre, symphonic metal. A winter sky over eastern Finland. Streetlights fade, and the stars take the stage. A young band stares upward, notebooks open, amps warming. When the first burst of Stargazers hits, it doesn't just begin a song, it declares a mission. Late 90s metal was splintering into 1,000 colors. Scandinavia was famed for extremity. Europe was falling back in love with speed and melody. And conservatories were molding voices for opera halls, not clubs. Nightwish stepped between worlds. A classically trained soprano at the mic, a keyboardist with cinematic ambitions, a guitar attack sharpened by northern winters. This wasn't a gimmick. It was a new language. Listen to the architecture. A keyboard fanfare races like a comet tail. Double-kick drums ignite beneath neoclassical runs. Guitars etch bright constellations, while string pads rise like dawn over frost. Then the voice, icy clarity, unafraid of height, lifts the whole arrangement past the atmosphere. The lyrics cast their gaze far. Telescopes. Myth. The old maps of the sky. But the heartbeat is human. Curiosity. Restlessness. The belief that questions can be louder than fear. In a small rehearsal room, that emotion becomes an engine, and the track sprints on it. The band was at a crossroads. A modest debut had opened doors, but now came the chance to define themselves. Stargazers was the fuse. Faster, bolder, more precise. The rhythm section tightened like a launch gantry. Keyboards took center stage without softening the steel. They were still outsiders, still provincial in the eyes of big city scenes, and that only sharpened the point. Then the middle passage makes time hold its breath. Piano gives space. A melody threads through silence, poised and dignified, before the storm returns. Guitar and keys trade heat like twin jets clearing the cloud bank. When the final refrain climbs, the whole piece feels like it's measuring the sky with sound. Word traveled, not through hype, but through swapped CDs, late-night radio, and astonished clubgoers. The song became a calling card, the set opener that told newcomers exactly what this band intended to be. It helped crystallize what symphonic metal could mean. Not just decoration on a riff, but composition, drama, propulsion. Its legacy echoes in a generation of bands that learned you could bring a conservatory to a mosh pit, and neither side would blink. Years later, when it returned to set lists with new voices at the helm, the composition still held like forged steel. The theme remained timeless. Aim higher, ask bigger, keep looking up. In the cold of '98, a telescope became a torch. For Nightwish, Stargazers was the spark that turned the sky from scenery into destiny.